You're joining me once more for Haikyuu, where finding your place in life is one thing, actually deciding where you want to be, what you want to do, how far you are willing to go to get it. Crashing some training, being forced to be a ball boy. What exactly can you get from an experience like that? I guess that's the main question, isn't it? With so many of them going ever higher, getting some goals achieved and training and being the best they can. I'm guessing we're in for one hell of a set of matches coming up. I'm quite excited. Hopefully you are too. Let's see some volleyball. That was a loud door, but Hinata rejoining after his little break underneath the mats. Hopefully with a renewed vigour. And a stronger grasp on what he wants to do. His resilience might be a good word for everything that he's been through. Is admirable, if nothing else. No matter what anyone throws at him, he just digs in and tries to overcome. He is not content to anyone saying that he's got limits. And with Tsuki and Kageyama kind of going above the station of the others, is he going to inspire them all to improve themselves? I think one thing that Hinata does need is a bit more reliance on himself. At the minute, he is mainly part of a duo with Kageyama. Perspective. You are a veritable nobody. Yeah. He's got his work cut out for him. Also, is seeing it from an outside perspective rather than being on the court going to actually help him out here? Seeing how they coordinate and synchronize. Getting little bits of advice from reliable members of his team. Seeing if he can work it into his own understanding. You know, those... They're not going to dry properly if he doesn't hang them out. There we go. What can... Pay attention to the players. How they react. And a little hop and a bounce. Pretty good receive. And now, rather than paying attention to the ball, like you were saying, that's what he did before. Is he going to improve his own movements now that he's actually paying attention? Tennis and volleyball, the two interchangeable sports. But his movement sucks. So he tenses up, freezes. Keep his feet off the floor. Using a bit of advice from years back. Now, why would that come into his mind now? Splatter step. Splatter step. I was like, what exactly would that entail? Good thing you got after that to mop up the court. So you're not locked into what you were before. You can make a bigger movement. Look at that form. He got it. He got it. I've never seen someone look so happy about getting hit in the face. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. His guesses are pretty on point. Don't get drawn into thinking that there's one way of doing things. So that's like the ideal of the Kurosawa. Being that they can pick up and do pretty much everything. That's what he's amazed at. He'll have to find his own stuff to do in the evening. I was about to say, how does he feel about the entire thing here? You can't feel too sorry for uninvited guests. They have no interest. There are... He needs to see as much as he can. Even if he's not interacting himself, just being able to watch. pick up some bits and pieces. Or put on the spot. But having people look up to you. How's he gonna turn him down now? Is he picking up on what he said there? Understanding quite what he meant? Awful. It's about not being caught off. The good thing is, with every attempt, he owns himself a little bit more. But bad practice may lead into bad habits. Yeah, what did you think was going to come out of that? If he can start getting his judgments on point, that's going to help out the team tenfold. And I think everyone else seeing that he's trying his best out there as well, getting a little bit of maybe admiration for his efforts. He's got quite the journey to get back. That's what he gets for gate crashing. The uncertainty of things when you actually just put yourself on the line. A change in routine, a little swap up. Huh? He asks that after just asking in the first place. Let him write it down. He needs the perfect combination of everything. Some slow release energy, some carbs and the like. Yeah, pretty. He is listening. For someone that actually wants to improve, that must feel good that you've actually got someone there that you're under your tutelage that is so focused. Flying seems like a lot of effort. How much time is he gonna have on the court actually being able to do his serves and the like going forward? Go on, Yamaguchi, don't fuck it up. What did I just say? His back of the court setting there. What has Tanaka got up his sleeves? Stupidly cool. We'll see about that. Damn it! He may look cool, but everything else about it. If they screw up, yeah. Do you remember how long they were doing it before? If the players are up for it, I guess. But on the break of a new day, he's actually picking up on it. This time, it's not just reacting to when things are coming towards him, but he's thinking beforehand. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with if you can actually get it down. Hmm. He's so empty. There's no. I mean, it gets across the point. I feel like someone's talking about him. The fact that, considering that, well, where he came from, he was practicing by himself by people that didn't play volleyball and playing with the ladies, and then working up from there. He is kind of a blank slate, apart from the things that he's watched on TV when looking up to his idol. Still a bit hungry and a bit peckish. How? We haven't followed his thoughts or journey across any of this, and yet he was the one who invited her. I mean, only slightly off. Well, why don't you test it and find out? A good question. And if he isn't desperate, he's not trying hard enough. You don't actually know how he's faring over there. Time for a smash cut. Let's go see for ourselves. That's a face. and stopped. I mean, the fact is, continued going and he's having fun. Yeah. Where was that aimed? He has gotten too used to Hinata always being there no matter what. See, he's the best damn bull boy there is now. Well, why practice if you're not going to take it seriously? We're finally getting what he actually thinks there. This has been the kind of Hinata show for this season so far. He's getting there. Volleyball might not be for him. He might need some time out. Let that pain be a lesson in of itself. Tsukushima is a character that is the polar opposite. He came into this thinking volleyball's just a game. He can do what he can. There are obviously those that are going to be better than him, and why put up the fight if there's still the possibility of loss anyway? But he's grown a little, learned to love the game, love the process. But seeing the shrimp do practically anything to push himself further, it's going to be slightly off-putting. And I do like the little glimpse we got back home, and also at the All-Star event, the All Japan thing. Where are they all going to end up? I think I kind of got it. The fact that Hinata, is being the best that he can while he's there, even if he's just going after the balls that came off the rest of the practice. If he can pick up a few tricks here and there, if he can learn how to receive the ball properly, if he can know where to be, how to move his body, how to pick up on the defense that Kusano kind of really quite need. He said that he focuses far too much on the ball when he's watching others, because that's what he's there for, that's what he's paying attention to, that is his whole thing. The ball, spiking, being that, well, having that moment. But the rest of it is all intrinsically linked. Took him a little while, but he's starting to get there. I can figure several ways that Tsukishima is going to have this little talk with him. I'm not sure in which it would actually take, in what form it would actually take. Having him kind of break into all of the practice, kind of be that center of attention, even though he's not there doing anything. But since, as I said, he's picked up the love of volleyball, he got that feeling about it. Maybe he's moved a little. Considering that little statement he gave off, he feels like he has to do something after seeing him. What we got after the last season, he wants to improve, he wants to do better, he doesn't want to be just not being able to block any of the spikes. If this was Tsuki from before, I would say that he would be like, what the hell are you doing? You were just being embarrassing. But him now, I'm not so sure. And with the rest of them being kind of put out with his intensity. He's in the middle of a match, even though he's just the ball boy collecting all the balls that go wide and go spare and whatnot. But that is Hinata as a whole, isn't it? Any portion of volleyball, whether they're in a match or training, he doesn't do things by halves. It's all or nothing. That kind of intensity can be exhausting, would be exhausting. I can kind of see other people being spurred on by it. It's like, well, they can't be outdone. Maybe it's good for them all. But with other players starting to take notice, what about the coaches? They could see him now all over. So some of them that were like, after all this time, is he going to turn around and say, keeping him out was for his own benefit? Because let's be honest, the way that he's actually taking it on board and learning right now, it maybe was. When he comes back and shows the rest of the team what he's learned here, are they going to be surprised, shocked, astounded even? Nishinoya is going to be having some fun though. But with all that said, there's still the other segments which we aren't delving into too deeply, which could only mean either it's not being pressed on for certain reasons, or we're going to get it later. And with some characters out there in the All Japan training, I want to meet them, see what they're like, because I think we'll be seeing more of them later on. If you're eager to get there as well, consider subscribing so you don't miss out when I finally upload next. But if you enjoy this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, maybe even jump onto my Discord. But mostly, make sure you're eating right. Plenty to drink. Get some sleep, and I'll see you in the next one. If there's something you want, try and get it. That's why the likes of my patrons that have supported this channel for so long now not actually achieved that much because they're wasting their time on some terrible content like mine. That's why I really need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Mystic, Square, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Acne, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else. And if you would like to keep your eyes out and help my channel improve even slightly, consider joining onto my Patreon as well.